You can just imagine. I remember watching a video and so let's give some examples. She's the only person of color doing that content, so she's able to appeal to people of color. That just makes her unique. Others are very good at storytelling, editing skills, the depth of research going into a video. Another may be so relatable and authentic, or a female in a male-dominated industry and vice versa. So specifically, that is what I thought about. The haircut industry formerly was dominated by the male, and it's of late that women are coming up. Yeah, quite a few women are. So I just thought this is something I could take advantage of since I have passion for short hairstyles, haircuts to be more specific, and I'm also good at it in a way. So I just thought this is something to exploit, how to style short hair, do some haircuts, and also discuss share challenges that come in, and basically short hair inspirations. So we're doing so well. And then at some point, you sometimes get deviated because of outside influences, sudden emotion. Please come back to your thing, what you know best, and then go deeper. You're most likely to stand out that way. Next point, authenticity. I love that because I feel that has been my biggest weakness somehow. Authenticity for me simply means being yourself, natural. Basically, the way you speak in an everyday manner, you're comfortable with who you are. When you are authentic, your emotions, your intentions are clearly seen by your audience, by those who are listening to you, and they're able to connect with you and understand your message. You may have very good content, but how you deliver it, your naturalness matters a lot. It may affect how others receive it, because authenticity is one thing that makes you unique, that makes you different from any other content creator or any other person. And that's the reason why people should, you may find some people don't even have the best gadgets, the best cameras to be more specific, or may not execute quality is just not their thing, but their creativity, their authenticity makes them stand out, and you wonder what's special about these videos. So authentic content genuinely reflects who you are and therefore resonates with your audience. It builds trust, loyalty, and also will bring about more engagement. I remember watching a video and I went and looked up the comments, and there was this comment. It was just not one. Quite a number of people commented and were like, "Oh, she's so soft spoken. Her voice is so soothing. It's so refreshing. I just love listening to this girl." And then I also started testing my voice. Okay, maybe this will increase on my views, or I started thinking, okay, maybe I could emulate her voice and like speak like her, and probably it would add value to my. Oof, you can just imagine. You can just imagine. And what's funny is, when you try to emulate someone, at some point you may kind of forget that you're trying to imitate someone, and then you back to yourself, and so you just look at that. It's funny. It could become a laughing stock, and well, definitely people who know you will be like, this is not her, and it's discouraging, to your listeners. So authenticity is very important. It makes you unique. You stand out from any other person. You want to be authentic? Well, I think the best thing that has helped me be authentic is concentrating on helping my listeners, not focusing my thoughts on myself, but on those who are listening to me, how they could benefit from my message, how it could help them. When you focus on yourself, how people are thinking about you, how they're looking at you, what they're thinking about your voice, you're so self-conscious, and it's going to affect how you produce your message somehow. And that takes us to our next point, confidence. I think confidence works hand in hand with authenticity. Confidence involves so much self-acceptance. So even if you are dealing with insecurities, a certain level where insecurities bother you, when you're confident, they are more well managed. Self-confidence is so powerful, so much that even if you're saying nonsense, people will kind of believe you, of course, for a short while. When you're confident, you're more compelling, and this is going to rub on your listeners and more likely to draw them. They're going to share your enthusiasm. You want to be more confident? Well, what has helped me be more confident is being well acquainted with my subject, with what I'm going to put across or what I'm going to share with you. So when you're well acquainted, when you know your thing so well, it's most likely that you're going to be confident. You want to show them what you know, more inclined. You have all this enthusiasm to show us what you've got because you know it so well. You're going to be more convincing in your delivery. That conviction will be reflected in your delivery, your disposition, and you're more likely to convince your audience and gain their trust. That is confidence. Otherwise, when you're not sure of your subject and you're not authentic, you're more likely to be timid, shy. And I mean, who is going to believe you? Who is going to be convinced? How will people? Because you're not convinced yourself, it's not reflected in your deliveries. It's just common sense. How didn't I know this? So an additional point, I talked about 5 points, but I thought this is also important. Could be that depending on how you look at it, adaptability and growth, or I would say expansion. Well, we've been talking about sticking to your niche, or sticking to your original purpose, concentrating on your talents, your strengths, your capabilities. And now I'm talking about expansion, I'm talking about adaptability, I'm talking about growth. Sometimes you can grind and grind and grind, and it's so slow, painfully slow. Now, don't take me wrong. You stick to your niche, of course. You do stuff, you do your thing. You may be good at something, but probably the demand is not as high. Yeah, so that's where this point comes in, expansion, growth, to add value to your content. It could be that the demand is low. This is where I was thinking of sprinkling short hairstyles and makeup, short hairstyles and fashion, short hairstyles and face shapes, conducting interviews within the short hair niche that could provide insights, tips, maybe even developmental tips like this one that we are talking about. I mean, someone may reason and is like, why would I watch a video on cutting hair or something like that? I would just go to the salon, get my hair done, and that's it. And a few may benefit from how to style short hair and maybe the challenges they get and how to deal with that. But let's say makeup, a simple makeup, everyday makeup, things like that, how to dress with a particular hairstyle. So I just thought sprinkling a little bit of these things could add value to these videos, and it will be rewarding for both of us. Yes, so while it's good to focus on your talents, on your skills, it would also be nice, it would be a good thing to expand, to look at areas where one can improve and expand.